Hello children, welcome back to NEET World channel, and yesterday we started the chapter of 7th standard nutrition in plants, right? So we discussed about the what is meant by nutrition and the modes of nutrition, right? So before starting this session children, I would like to tell you very important news. Here we are started commencing the foundation classes from the June 15th onwards children, and the next batch is soon is we are commencing. So please join that foundation classes and then boost up your foundation basics very strongly. Then you can answer any type of multiple choice questions, and it is very useful to the your competitive examinations and also your board exams, right? So here I am telling you to join our Telegram group children by scanning through the scanner, because in this Telegram group you are going to get daily quizzes of biology, chemistry, physics and also mathematics, and here the pre-live schedules are I have dropped in the pre-information will be given in this Telegram group. Then you can sharply join to our live classes, and the free resources, whatever the free content we are going to discuss with you should be in this should be up drop in this Telegram channel. We will drop the pre-information all available in this Telegram group children, and one-on-one doubt solving sessions will be there, because the entire faculty will be there in this Telegram group. So according to your questions, everyone will be the particular lecturers and teachers will guide you and clear all your doubts. Okay, this is about our Telegram group children, and don't forget we are commencing the foundation classes from the June 15th onwards, both offline also and online also. For offline people, you can happily come to our institute name called NEET World, present in Narayani Ma'am, Hyderabad, and we are using the digital panel children. So in this digital panel we are creating amazing videos to get the concept to be understood for you. And also children, if you are not able to attend through offline, don't worry, you can join through our online classes also. We will give you access in our app name called MedWorld. So there you can join and go through our classes very happily. So if you want that classes children, down scrolling number is there, no? Otherwise you can comment in the comment section, we will guide you, and how to take the online classes will guide you children. It is so useful for you children, and yeah, I have done the one short also about why foundation matters, right? So go through all of you, and before diving to the session, so don't forget to join this Telegram group channel children, and also don't forget to subscribe our NEET World channel and press the bell icon also. Then you can, whenever our classes are coming, get the notification. So here we discuss the nutrition in plants children. What is nutrition children? So the food we intake, right? The food should be utilized and gives energy, right? So the food contains many nutrients, and the nutrients are carbohydrates or else proteins, lipids, whatever. So that by taking the nutrition we will get the nourishment, and it helps to maintain our body growth, size, right, and repair the damaged tissues inside our body also, right. So we discussed the definition of nutrition. What is the definition of nutrition children? Nutrition is the process of taking of food and convert it into energy by utilizing in our body. So we will get energy. So it's is all living organisms take the same food children? No. According to the mode of food they will take and utilize it, and utilize it and get energized, right. So energy is why energy is required children. Without energy can we survive? Not at all. For day-to-day life activities, even the jogging also, running also, even whatever we do the activities, we require the energy. Where we get the energy children? Food. That is why which is fuel to our body is nothing but food. By the food we utilizing it and we get energized. The food contains nutrients, right? Various nutrients. It gives the nourishment to our body. So here we discuss this nutrition also, and the types of nutrition also. There are two modes of nutrition children. What are they? Autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. Auto means self, trophic means nourishment, right? Hetero means other, they are dependent on the other organisms for their food, either the plants or the animals. So here today we are discussing about the autotrophic nutrition, especially what are the examples of autotrophic nutrition, children? Yes, it's a green plants, the universal producers, the universal food providers, and they are also called as primary producers, because directly or indirectly we rely on these plants, right, for the food purpose, and also not only food, for various needs also we depend on the plants, right. As we are discussing we discussed the introduction of the nutrition, children, and also modes of nutrition. So in that we are discussing this. So what are the examples of the heterotrophic nutrition, children? Animals, humans, fungi, green plants, like most bacteria also they are depending on other organisms for their food, right. So I have the question yesterday, right. What is I asked question, children? Is we need energy while we sleeping or resting? Is we need, children? Yeah, some of you are answered also. So here is the answer, children. So while we are sleeping or taking the rest, that time is our heart is beating, children? Of course yes. Is your brain is thinking, children? You have got dreams, right? So our heart is also beating, and our brain is also thinking, which means we need energy for it also, right? So in the resting mode also, while sleeping mode also, we require energy. So energy is required for everything in our body to do any activities, right? So this is the answer for yesterday's question. So let's see, children. So now we are going to looking to have very clear cut depth of the subjects of the autotrophic nutrition. We said that auto means self, which means the organisms which can prepare their own food. We call them as autotrophs. The best example is, we said that it's a green plants. So it's a green plants, which means why the process of making their own food, the process what we call, it's nothing but photosynthesis, which is nothing but, children, photosynthesis. We know that autotrophic nutrition means they can prepare their own food, we call them as autotrophs, right. So which means the process of making their own food, green plants, that process we call it as photosynthesis, right. So the food making process in plants we call it as photosynthesis. So all green plants make their food by using this process named photosynthesis, right. So what is photosynthesis, children? Making food in sunlight by using the simple substances. What is meant by photosynthesis, children? Photo means light. Let's see. Photo means light. Synthesis means production. Synthesis means production. Synthesis means production. What is what is it producing, children? By utilizing the light, the food is prepared in the plants. So nothing but glucose, are also called as carbohydrates. Carbohydrates. That carbohydrates is ultimately turns into starch. The food prepared in the plants we called as starch is nothing but, the food is nothing but glucose or carbohydrates. It ultimately get converted into starch, right. So ultimately gets converted into, children, starch, right. So the photosynthesis is the making of food. What is, children? Making of food in the sunlight by utilizing the sunlight. That is why photo means light, synthesis is production. By using the light, the plants preparing their own food material by using the very simple substance. With the light, they are depending on some simple substances like carbon dioxide and the water. So the organisms which release the carbon dioxide are all animals, right. So we are releasing the carbon dioxide and water. The plants need, for their survival they need water also required, right, children. The simple substance required for the plant. So they required water, right. Every day your mother also will say that plants drink water, so we have to pour the water to the, we have to give water to the plants, right. So here the simple substances, the need of the plant is carbon dioxide and water. along with the photo light. Without light, if there is simple substances present also, there is no point of preparation of food, is not happened, right? So that is why the light is also essential, right? It converts solar energy. So where this solar energy is coming from, children? From the sun. From the sun. From the sun. The light is coming from the sun. And it is converted into chemical energy. Nothing but the process making inside the plant bodies is nothing but food. So it is preparing their own food, right? That it is converted into chemical energy. Along with by using the sunlight and by using these simple substances, the plant making the food, right? Here it converts the solar energy into chemical energy, nothing but food. The food is glucose, nothing but glucose, right? Are also called as carbohydrates. So ultimately turns into starch. Ultimately it turns into starch. Ultimately turns into starch. So while making the juice, you can't see the ingredients, right? So you can't see the ingredients. So if you are making the juice of apple, so we'll keep the slices of apple and also sugar and also water. So then it makes the juice. Like that only, this glucose ultimately present in the ultimately converts into starch. The starch is nothing but glucose only, or glucose is also called as carbohydrates, right? Let's see. I divide to your better understanding, children. I took up with a very little small story for you. Then you can understand very better. Let's see that story. Okay. This is the story of photosynthesis. 1 minute. Okay. This is the story of photosynthesis. So you are all exciting to listen this story, children? Of course, right? See here. So here is the story of photosynthesis. Once upon a time, there is a magical land of leaf village. So in that leaf village named plant, we call them as plant. Is it visible, children? No. 1 minute. So I took up with a very great story, children. You all people like this so much. See. So the time of the magical land name called leaf village. So that we call it as plant. Not plank, it's a plant. Is it visible? Right, it is visible. So in this plant, so in this leaf village, so to everyone, the people present in this leaf village need what? Food, right? So they also need food. So they need very good chaff, right? So that good chaff is very hardworking. So the chaff is very hardworking. So once upon a time, there is a magical land of leaf village. We call them as plant, and that everyone in that village need the food. So it would be prepared by the great chaff, right? So the chaff was very hardworking, children. So the chaff is very, very hardworking. So the chaff name is chlorophyll. The chaff name is chlorophyll. He has one very great quality, children. The chaff name is chlorophyll. His name is chlorophyll, and he did not make food through the fire or stove. He need just light is required. So with that light, he can prepare his own food. So how it is preparing? Let's see. First, where this great chaff is present, children? In the leaf village of the plant named the leaf. In the leaf, this chlorophyll chaff is present, and he has a very great chaff, hardworking chaff. So he did not require any fire also, stove also. Then how he will make the food, right? You have the question. How he will make the food, right? So he has he want the tool called named light from the sun. He take that light from the sun, and here he opens the windows of the leaf. He opens the windows of the leaves. See, every morning he opens the windows of the leaf. Through that windows, so opening the windows, which the windows name called stomata. He opening the windows in the leaf, right? That windows named stomata. That windows named, children, stomata. This stomata, whenever he opening the windows, that windows named, we call them as stomata. Through that windows having so much. So we know that in our home also windows will be there. So windows are having a space, something air, the air will come in the space of the windows, right? Here it is in the space of the windows, he is welcoming the carbon dioxide. He welcoming the carbon dioxide air. Through that stomata, the windows named what we call, children, stomata. In that windows, the fresh air is coming. So what is the fresh air, children? Nothing but carbon dioxide, right? So we know that. Once again I will explaining to you, children. Here is a leaf village named plant. So in that plant, a hard working chaff is there. His name is chlorophyll, right? He prepares the food without stove on fire. So how he can prepare the food without stove on fire? But he has a very tool using the light which is come from the sun. So every morning he is present in the leaf, right? So every morning he opened the windows name called stomata. So through that stomata, in the windows we know that will be a space to come the air. So here also he is welcoming the fresh air of the carbon dioxide through the stomata, right? So then after that he is sending the fresh air. So he required light also, he required air also. So the air is coming there from the, 1 minute, okay. So to prepare the food, the chlorophyll chaff need light tool which is coming from the sun, right? And he want air too. Every morning what he is doing? He opening the windows of the leaf. He was present in the leaves, right? So in the leaves he opened the windows. That windows named, the window name is stomata. Through that stomata, the fresh air is coming, nothing but carbon dioxide. He is welcoming the carbon dioxide air through that stomata's windows, right? So besides this, he also plant required water also, right? So he want water, right? So from the roots of the plants, so these delivery boys sending the water to this plant which is present in the leaves, the chlorophyll is utilizing it. We know that plants having the leaves. So in that leaves chlorophyll chaff is present, right? So through the delivery boys of the xylem, from the root the water is transferring to this chlorophyll chaff. So then he required light is coming from the sunlight, and also he opened the windows through stomata, he welcoming the carbon dioxide. One of the requirement is also done, and the another requirement, the fresh water is taken from the roots of the soil. So thereby he got the carbon dioxide also, water also, and he wanted tool name called light, right? So it is coming from the sun. So by taking the carbon dioxide and water from the soil and carbon dioxide from the air, right, through the help of windows named stomata. So whatever the ingredients required to prepare the food, he got it. So the carbon dioxide he got from there, and the water from the soil, what is required from the soil, water is required from the soil, right? So he taking the water also, and he has a tool. He wear the apron. So with that help of the apron, he observed the sunlight. Then by observing this sunlight, he is preparing its food in this chloroplast blender. See, he took a carbon dioxide, water and sunlight, mixed them in his chloroplast blender. So he mixed them in the chloroplast blender and making the food. So in that making of food, so by preparing the food, he get the speed glucose. He get the speed glucose, and also along with this glucose there is a production of oxygen also. There is a production of oxygen also. See once again children. So here is the chlorophyll is preparing the food. So where is the chlorophyll chaff is present children? In the leaves. In the leaves the chlorophyll chaff is present. By he is wearing the apron. So he observing the beams of golden beams of light from the sun, and along with the he got the carbon dioxide from the air through stomata and water from the soil, and mixing is in his chloroplast blender and making the food. So the food is nothing but speed glucose, nothing but glucose. Glucose is also called as carbohydrates. Those carbohydrates ultimately turns into the starch. Along with this glucose, this glucose children, he is also producing the oxygen, right? So after the production of the glucose, nothing but food and oxygen in this chlorophyll of the chlorophyll chaff. So he is transferring. So where he get the carbon dioxide children? So he get the carbon dioxide from the air, right? See, 1 minute. So he get carbon dioxide from the air, right? Water from the soil. Has he so much with gratitude of the air and soil? These are coming from the environment, right? They are coming from the environment. So to thank the environment, he is releasing the oxygen as a thankful. He is releasing oxygen to the outside to the environment by thanking it. So because every part of the plant is very happy because they are preparing the food, right? So the food which is prepared in the leaf, by this chlorophyll chaff, it transmitted to the all parts of the body, including roots, including the branches, stems, everything. So the fruits, flowers, everything, the food is got distributed by the delivery name boy called phloem, right? So through the phloem children, whatever the food prepared in the leaves by the chlorophyll chaff, so with the help of the chloroplast blender, so the food is distributed all over the part of the plant. Then it is so happy, see the plant is looking very happy, right? So then it is distributing to all parts of the plant with the help of the delivery boy name called phloem, right? So this is the very great story of photosynthesis children. So I hope you all clear about this story. So such a nice story, right children? First there is a leaf fillet name called plant, and so in the plant, so they are having the great chaff name called chlorophyll. So he has a very having a nice tool in his hands. He does not require stove or fire to prepare the food. He just need the sunlight, he just need the light, carbon dioxide and water to prepare the food. So he taking the light from the sun and carbon dioxide from the environment through the stomata present in this kitchen. So I have to ask one question children, which part we call as the kitchen of the plant? Nothing but leaf, because in the chlorophyll chaff is present in leaf, right? The kitchen of the plant is, or else the food factories of the plant is leaf. So there through the help of the stomata he is welcoming the air inside it. So which air is required children? Carbon dioxide, welcoming the carbon dioxide inside it. So that he is taking the water from the soil. So I have the three important components like light is also there, carbon dioxide is also welcomed, and also water is also taken from the soil. Thereby he is blending in this chloroplast blender. The sunrise, the golden beams of the light is absorbed by this chlorophyll apron. So that by that he is blending all the ingredients, like carbon dioxide is with the help of the water, and it is blending in this chloroplast blender, as so producing the food. Along with the food, he is also producing the oxygen too, right. So as they prepare the very sweet glucose, the plant is celebrating. So that whatever he got the ingredients from the environment, so he want to thank the environment. So it is releasing the oxygen to the environment. Right children? So such a nice story, right? So see here, what is meant by photosynthesis children? By using the light, they are producing the food. So for the photosynthesis, what is required children? So it required carbon dioxide is required, water is required, right. CO2 means nothing but carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide required, water required. With the help of the chlorophyll, chaff and the sunlight, it is producing the glucose and also oxygen and also water, right. So with the help of the carbon dioxide and water children, and also in the presence of sunlight, it is producing the food, nothing but glucose, right. So this is how the plants preparing their own food materials children. I hope you all understand. So let's see this. So then we can write this definition like this children. The synthesis of food. 1 minute. Okay. So the synthesis of complex organic substance, nothing but glucose. Complex organic substance, nothing but glucose. Synthesis means production. If they ask the definition of the photosynthesis, you can write this children. So the synthesis of complex organic substance, nothing but glucose. Glucose is also called as carbohydrates. So with the help of the simple inorganic substances like carbon dioxide and water, by using the chlorophyll, chaff and sunlight, it is producing the food, right. So this is what the definition of the photosynthesis children. So quite easy, right. So easy. Photosynthesis is so easy children. Let's see the key concepts of the photosynthesis. Here is a chemical equation children. So you have to know about this chemical equation children. So for what is meant by photosynthesis children? The plant preparing their own food material with the help of chlorophyll and sunlight, it is producing the glucose by using the carbon dioxide and water, right. So here it is using the carbon dioxide and also water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, it is producing the glucose. It is a chemical equation children. It is the chemical equation of the glucose, right. So and it is producing the oxygen as a end product. To thank the environment, it is releasing. So it is all utilizing it and producing the glucose. To thanking the environment, it is releasing the carbon dioxide. It is utilized by the humans also, animals also, right. Humans, animals, every living organism is utilizing the oxygen, right. So when you are pouring the water to the plants, it is thanking you, it is giving back to the oxygen to you, right. So carbon dioxide plus water, it is producing the glucose, nothing but carbohydrates, and it is giving also along with that glucose, it is producing oxygen also. It is again utilized by the environment, right. Sunlight and chlorophyll are the main required essential to prepare the food. Without sunlight, the plants cannot prepare their own food materials children, right. This is about the interesting story of the photosynthesis. So what happened in the photosynthesis children is the glucose is produced. Glucose, nothing but sugar, nothing but sweet glucose, nothing but carbohydrates. It is ultimately turns into the starch. So the glucose is made and later is converted into the starch. The food, if you cut the potato children, the present in it is nothing but starch. The starch is made up of glucose. The starch is nothing but Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are also called as glucose, right? So, glucose is made. The sweet glucose is made and later is converted into starch. The oxygen is released, right? I told the story now children. Oxygen is released along with the production of glucose. The oxygen is releasing out to the environment and it is utilizing by many more multicellular organisms, right? Leaves are known as, that is why in the plant children, if they ask what are the food factories of the plant is nothing but leaves. Leaves are known as food factories because the chef name chlorophyll is present in the leaf, right? So, and they are also called as kitchen of the leaves, the kitchen of the plant. If they ask the food factories or kitchen of the plant is nothing but leaves because the leaves, in the leaves only the preparation of food is happens. The photosynthesis occurs in green stems also, not only leaves children, green, whatever the green part in the plant can prepare the food. Mostly it is prepared in the leaves than it is in the stems, right? This is what happens in the photosynthesis. Let's solve some questions children before going to the components of the necessary of photosynthesis. Let's solve some questions and end up the class children today. So, the process of making of food by plants is called, they are asking the plants preparing their own food, the process we call it as is the respiration or digestion or transpiration or photosynthesis they are asking. What is the answer children? Is the questions are visible? Okay. The answer is photosynthesis. The process of making of food by its own self, we call them as, the process we call it as photosynthesis, right? So, coming to the next one, which part of the plant prepares food children? Which part of the plant prepares the food? Is a branch or else the leaves or else the roots or else what? So, they are asking the root can prepare their own food? No. Stem they can prepare their own food. For before the stem, before the green stems children, the foremost we have to answer the leaf only. The leaf is the food factories. The leaves are the food factories and kitchen of the plant. Food factories or kitchen of the plant is the leaf. Is the leaf. Yes, here is the answer is leaf. Okay, it's quite easy, right? Which gas is taken is during the photosynthesis? During the photosynthesis, plant require oxygen or carbon dioxide children. So, it is required the carbon dioxide because the plant required for food making, the plant required the materials, essential materials like children, they require light, sunlight, carbon dioxide and water. These are the three components which essentially required for to prepare the food, right? So, here the gas which is taken during the photosynthesis is oxygen or carbon dioxide? Carbon dioxide. The oxygen is prepared. The oxygen is released along with the food and it is released out to the environment and it is utilized by the multicellular organisms. But to prepare the food, oxygen is not required for the plants. Plants require carbon dioxide. While preparing the food, along with the food, oxygen is also producing and it is sending out to the environment. Quite easy, right children? I think you get know more about the photosynthesis right here, and tomorrow we will see the components necessary for the photosynthesis and the significance of the photosynthesis, right? This is what about this today's session children. So, I think all of you learned so interesting the story and know about the photosynthesis. If you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section children. So, this is what about today's session, and before I am winding up the class, I would like to tell this, don't forget to join in our telegram group children. It is quite useful for you because we are dropping the pre-schedules of the live classes and also the free resources and daily quizzes, and it is may helpful to you. The one-on-one doubt solving sessions also will be there. If you have any doubt, please send the message children, then we will clarify all your doubts. This is what about today's session children. So, don't forget to subscribe our channel and also click the bell icon to get the notification from us. Thank you.